nothing's better than being organized, okay? Nothing's better than being organized. You feel so much better. So much better. Nip it in the butt in the beginning of the semester. Or is it, dang, what is that? Quarter. Woo! Quarter system. Something happened to the quarter system. In the beginning of your school year, nip it in the butt. Then you will have no problems with it throughout the rest of the semester. Let's get into this video. Okay, so we're gonna start off with my archive binder. As you can see, I have a bunch of tabs. I used a white tab divider, and then I used a labeler to make these tabs in black, and I wanted to accent it because everything's gonna be all white, and I just love the classic black and white look. So I separated it by the classes that I will be taking this semester, and then the last one is for whatever I choose for it to be. It might be the class for next semester, and I just labeled it archive binder, and that's all. So now I have my folder. This is divided into 2 sections. I love this folder because it's thick and leather, and I usually put binder paper in the back part of the folder, and usually some notes, and in the front I usually put handouts, and that's pretty much it for the folder. My 2019 planner, I like to get one every year, and I got it because it was black and white and simple, and it has tabs, which I really love. It has the calendar version, and then it also has the weekly version, and so I just put specific things on the weekly version, basically just assignments, and then on the calendar I actually put events and everything else. But as you can see, everything's color coordinated. I put sticky notes just so that I know how the assignment is going to be, and it helps me know the requirements for that assignment, and then I highlight the ones that are due that day, and then the ones that aren't highlighted are the ones I need to work on that day, but they're coming with like a later date. Some of the tips that I recommend is when you first get your syllabus, write it down, put it in your planner, put it in your cell phone, just so you know when the tests are, and you know the due dates of all the assignments. We want to make sure we are on top of things. So that would be tip number 1. That also keeps you up to date, and you're not stressful, and if you miss a day, you still know what's due, and you can look back at your planner and be like, oh my gosh, perfect. So it just saves you a lot of time. Second thing, the tip that I would give you is, in your planner, if you have like humongous projects or assignments due, divide it into days where you work on a certain amount of that project, so that by the time the project is due, you're not cramming all of the stuff into one. You're literally, so let's say I have an 18-page essay coming up, so I divided it into days that I'm gonna work on it, and basically each day that I work on it, I work up to 3 pages. It has to be 3 pages, so that by the time the essay is due, I'm not stressed, and you know, I'm ecstatic about turning it in. I mean, nothing is better than wanting to turn an assignment in because you actually did it, you know? So that would be tip number 2. Tip number 3, make a friend in the classroom, because those times that you're absent, just in case you happen to miss some very important notes, it is essential to make a friend in the class, because they will help you if you're absent, and if they're absent, you'll help them. So it's like a win-win. So on my archive binder, this would be tip number 4, is to keep everything in a binder. And when I say keep everything in a binder, I don't mean just your assignments. I mean to keep this over time. I'm a person that's not really good with memory. So since I'm not good with memory, once I graduate college, I can refer back to this binder and look through all the important things that I need to apply to my business or apply to my life, and it's right there, and I don't have to worry about trying to search it on Google and just thinking about all that money I spent in college and how I didn't retain anything. So this just helped. A next tip I would do is to make sure that you're constantly like reading, and this is something I struggled with, but if you like read, it helps you remember a lot of the things that you're learning in class. So it's like a refresher. It's like another hit to the face. So it's like bam, 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 like it just keeps coming. So if you like put some time towards actually reading the stuff, then it will help you in the long run, especially when tests come. That I would suggest is making sure that like you time everything, because if you don't time everything, you're probably not gonna do it. So I'll say like I'm in class till like 5:20. At 6 o'clock I'm going to start this and that, and I absolutely have to stick with it. I have to be disciplined. I give myself some leeway because sometimes I can be overwhelmed easily. You may not be that type of person that gets overwhelmed easily, but honey, another tip I would do is plan your days. Every night before I go to bed, I put in my notes on my phone, I put what I'm going to do the next day. So that way I'm not stressed about all the work I have to do because it's written down. You know, anytime you write something down, you take it out of your brain, and your brain just feels so much better. So I write down like the assignments due. This is just to reiterate the planner, because if you look in the planner, you're probably going to see the assignments, but I just like to do it constantly. So it's constantly in my head to do this, and it's very important. Another thing is to be friends with the teacher. Make sure you're on time. Make sure you're nice to the teacher, and that teacher will fight for you in the long run. I've had issues with teachers before, but I still wanted to respect them, and I still wanted to you know, yeah. Just make sure you do that. That will also help with organization, because when it comes to times where you need extra time, or you just need extra help, your teacher will be willing to help you, because they know that you're actually involved in school and you're actually interested in what they're teaching. And so anytime you show that to them, it shows them it shows them you're serious, and it shows them that they want to help you. You guys saw like the things I use. I'm just going to explain briefly why I use them, just because like I said, I don't like my backpack to be super heavy, and I have 2 classes a day, because in college you don't have like 5-6 classes a day. You only have like 2-3, or depending on how many you want to do. It's just based off your schedule, but I do it so that it's 2 classes a day. So I have 2 sections, so I keep binder paper to take notes, so that by the time I get home I put it in my archive binder, and that way it's not stuck in here. And then on the front page I just put like papers that the teacher passed back, you know. So, and that also goes into the binder, because that helps me remember what we learned that day. So try to make sure that I'm keeping everything organized. I don't like loose papers all over the place, so that's why I have this binder. And also, yeah, I just want to keep organized. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't liked, comment, and subscribe, and go ahead and subscribe. I'll be coming to you with more of these videos, but I'm also coming to you with a lot more videos. Stay tuned. Yeah, so I hope you come to my family, you know. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Start by saying, you guys, I'm so sorry for being gone. The reason why I was gone is I just keep getting sick, and I'm just like, you're messing with the program here. I'm trying to be consistent and I keep getting sick, so my apologies. But I'm back again, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, love y'all. Please like, comment, and subscribe.